We were exploring new territory for a company in the financial space. Naming is sort of an unexpectedly, surprisingly difficult process. They have a lot of hurdles that they have to get over, honestly. Tulsa Federal Credit Union, when it first started in 1943, so almost 80 years ago, was a company that was focused on government employees in the Tulsa area. Since that time, of course, it's grown to over 50,000 members, and it services folks outside of the Tulsa area. And so they had essentially outgrown their name. My name is Mark Sculci. I'm a partner at Catchword. Catchword is a branding agency with a focus on brand name development, but naming is really sort of our core focus and capability. They needed to find a name that didn't pigeonhole them the same way that Tulsa Federal Credit Union was doing. And so we needed a name that was broad enough to encompass what this organization had become and what it could become in the future. It served a very, very important sort of business objective and goal here. What really differentiates and distinguishes this organization from other financial institutions is the fact that it is member-owned, it is community-based. So we started to home in on that set of messaging. And we wanted to make sure that the name stood as a springboard for that conversation, that narrative. When we think about the name WeStreet, certainly the first part of that, the We speaks to inclusivity and community and common purpose. The street part of it speaks to Main Street USA. For this project in particular, we created literally thousands of names, and in fact the exact number was 3,004 names is the total number of names that we created for this project. From start to finish, this was a pretty rigorous, extensive, very comprehensive name development process. Finding a name for your business that is interesting from a marketing perspective, that reflects the messaging that you want to communicate about yourself, and that's also available and protectable as a trademark. That's the first huge hurdle I think that all clients face. You're also talking about the need for an exact.com domain, or if it's not a .com, it's some other specific TLD that you want, but it's another hurdle that names have to get over. You need the domain that you're looking for. Oftentimes at the beginning of a name development project, and particularly a company name development project, there's a tendency, I think, to want to lean into what we would call lowest common denominator names, right? These are the names that are safe names, but they don't excite anybody, right? And I think one of the advantages of a name like WeStreet is that it's not a particularly safe name, particularly in the financial space, right? I mean, this is kind of a bold name. And what we've found through research over the years is that over time, these bold sort of breakthrough names like this that maybe break the convention in the space, they're the ones that the consumers generally resonate most with the consumers, and that they feel the strongest sort of degree of loyalty to over time. Because they're not like everybody else. They stand out, and it's unlike other names in this space. Not only does it work on a semantic level, that is to say it communicates a message that is unique to Tulsa Federal Credit Union and speaks to its DNA, that this is a personable, friendly, relatable company, an authentic company. It also sounds that way. There's something about the repeating long E sound in WeStreet that I think delivers and projects a sort of a friendly, personable, ingratiating, welcoming kind of quality. So it's always been interesting to us that the name works not just on a messaging level, a semantic level, but it works on sort of a personality and tonality level as well. One of the wonderful advantages, I think, of the WeStreet name is its length, its compactness. And this is a very short, two-syllable name, and just really kind of pops off the tongue. So a lot of fun to say, a lot of fun to share and talk about with other people. It's an honor to be asked to name or rename any company or organization. Honestly, we realize just how important a business and branding decision this is for our clients. And to be a part of a renaming that involves a company that's nearly 80 years old, and having an appreciation, understanding for how big a decision this is for an organization, it truly is an honor. And I have to say, honestly, of all of the projects that we've worked on, I'm just so happy that this happened to be the one that we were actually asked to contribute in this way.